my name is Melissa van Dijk and I'm a makeup artist, and in this video I'm going to show you 4 beautiful eye makeup looks which I'm going to create with the Zoeva Precious Eyeshadow Palette. And yes, this one looks a bit smaller, it is also very handy, and it includes beautiful eyeshadows, some matte ones and shimmery ones, as well as a mirror, which makes it so travel friendly rather than having the longer eyeshadow palettes. Now with this one, this is also made in Germany, as well as it will cost you around 18 euros, and I just want to have fun with the palette and show you what you can do with it. Now before we're getting started, I just want to mention that I actually was shopping on the Zoeva website to see if they have something new, and they got me because they have for the moment something like really beautiful going on, as well as it's for a good cause, which I'm also going to share with you in tomorrow's video, so stay tuned for that. But now let's get back to the eye makeup look, because I want to start off with the first eye makeup, and they do include like 4 shimmery ones as well as 2 matte ones, so it gets a little bit more sparkly. And I'm going to start off with the first look, moving on to step number 1, where I'm going to dig into Dearest, which is a matte shadow, and I'm also going to use a crease brush and later on a blending brush to help me blend the edges, and I'm going to focus this shadow only towards the outer corner and bringing it just a tiny bit up to the crease. Now moving on to the next step, which is applying the shimmer on the main lid area, and they do mention that you can dampen your brush if you want to have a little bit more pigment and also shimmer, but I personally find that they are shimmery enough that I'm going to use my finger, getting some product on my finger and then pressing it on the eyelid area, and then later on blending it into the matte shadow. I'm also going to bring this shimmery shadow a bit further up so that I'm connecting it also with the crease shadow. And now those were already the 2 steps where you can already create such a beautiful eye makeup look, and the only thing that's missing is a little bit of mascara. Now for the second eye makeup look, we are going to keep it as simple as with the first one, and I'm going to start off with the first step, which is also applying the matte shadow, which is Adore, the pinkish one, through the crease, as well as connecting it with the outer V. Now again, I'm going to use a crease brush for it, as well as the blending brush if I need to. And so now for the next step, I'm also going to dig into the pink shimmer, because I just wanted to at first get those 2, then this 2, and then I'm going to experiment with the middle. So I'm going to dig into Idolize, and I'm going to use my finger again just because this works the best. Now, one thing I've noticed with the palette is that they do have different finishes when it comes to how the shimmer performs, as this one is definitely a bit smoother, whereas this one is a little bit more glittery like, where it has loose particles. One thing that you can do to avoid any fallout is either do your eyes first, or if you want to make sure that it sticks to your eyelid area, you can also use glitter glue underneath, or a bit of primer that's still a bit tacky, so that it will stick to that area. Now, this is already the second eye makeup look which I wanted to share with you guys, and we're going to keep it with the pinks, and now we can move on and have some fun with the last shimmery shadows. So now for the third eye makeup look, I'm going to change the technique a bit more so that we can also see how versatile this palette is. And so I'm going to start off with applying the matte shadow, which is Adore, the pink one, on the main lid area. Now I'm going to apply it from the lash line towards the crease, and then I'm going to start blending it so that we have softer edges. Now the way you are applying it on the main lid area, this could be with your finger, with a flat eyeshadow brush, or with any dense brush that will pick up some product, and then later on using a blending brush to blend the edges. And so I'm going to start off with my finger, and then I'm going to move on with a crease brush and a blending brush as well to give me that beautiful soft effect later on. And so I'm just going to dig in with my finger, starting pressing it on the main lid area and then switching to the brush. Now you could leave it matte as it is, but I'm also going to add a shimmer that I haven't used yet, and I'm going to focus this shimmer on the main lid area, and I'm talking about this light rosy shadow right here, which I'm going to apply with my finger, and that's a beautiful shadow that shifts also in a different color, and I'm going to focus it only on the main lid area and then blending it towards the corners just a tiny bit so that it looks blended, but I'm not going to keep the main focus all over the place. And now for step number 3, I'm also going to use the crease brush as well as digging into the same matte shadow Adore again, and I'm also going to put this one on the lower lash line as well as connecting it with the outer corner. And now this is also how you can use the palette. You also could do the same thing with the other matte shadow and then use any other of the shimmers on the main lid area, and then just make sure that you're also blending it evenly so that you won't see where the shimmer and the matte shadow starts, like having a harsh line. That's all what you need to be careful of. And then this is already the finished third eye makeup look, so let's move on to the last one. Now for the last eye makeup look, I'm going to keep it simple and I'm going to use a technique that I used earlier already for the pink one. So I'm going to start off with the matte shadow, there are only two of them, and I'm going to dig into Dearest as well as using a crease brush and later on also using a blending brush to help me to blend the edges away and give it also a smoother finish. I'm also going to connect the crease color with the outer V. This can also be something that's your choice. You can make the outer V look a little bit sharper, but you also can round it off. And it also depends on your eye shape, that if you want to stick with your eye shape, then you automatically will create a shape towards the outer corner. So it's your choice whether you go for a round end or you're going for a sharper tip. And now for the main lid area, I'm going to dig into the last shimmery shade that's missing that I haven't used yet, and this is the golden shimmer shade, which is called Treasured. And this is also such a beautiful shadow, and it also will look gorgeous if you're going to use or create an eye makeup look with all the other shadows and use Treasure towards the inner corner. This is also something that looks so beautiful, but this time I'm also going to use it on the main lid area. And here you have the last eye makeup look that came up with, and I've used all the colors that are in the palette, and there are like so many more ideas that come up to my mind if I'm having a look at the colors, but those were the ones that I wanted to share with you so that you will see how each color will perform. And I also do hope that you'll like this video as well as each tutorial for the looks. If you do like this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also share it, as this is an independent channel, which means that I'm buying all the products with my own money. Thank you so much for watching and your support, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!